guys, I was lied to. I was deceived, okay? People who had already asked me, that was like their confirmation. They were like, I knew it. High five myself. I knew it. I knew you weren't black. I knew there was something else in there. And I'm just like, hello all, welcome to my channel. My name is Clarissa and today we are going to be talking about the things that I have learned since I've been natural. So yes, you guys, I'm here with another video. Before I get any questions or comments, yes, you have clicked on the right channel, you have clicked on the right video in your suggestion box. I just have red lipstick on today because I happen to be filming on Valentine's Day. And I kind of love Valentine's Day. So yes, that's why I have the red lipstick. There's nothing special going on. I'm still me, okay? So happy late Valentine's Day to you all. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. It's the little red button right next to my name down there under this video. And also go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. It'll be on the screen, it'll be in the description box, because if I'm not posting on here, I'm usually posting on there, and I also ask for your advice on what you guys want to see next on there as well. So don't forget to do that. So now we're just gonna get right into the video. So just an overview, I have been natural for 2 years and 4 months exactly. It's not obsessive, I promise I'm not obsessed with my hair, but this journey means a lot to me and just seeing my progress. And with it being 2 years and 4 months, I have learned a lot, I've experienced a lot, I've seen a lot. I don't know everything, but I have seen a lot and learned a lot about the natural hair community, about my hair, about myself as a person, and I wanted to just share that with you guys. So if you hear anything that sounds familiar, that resonates with you, go ahead and comment down below. So I have my handy dandy iPad with me that I'm going to be reading from, so if I'm looking down, that's why I'm looking down. And I also want to add that these are in no particular order, so the first thing I say doesn't mean more than the last thing I say, or vice versa, or whatever. I just kind of wrote down what came to me. So the first thing that I've learned since I've been natural is that what works for one does not always work for all. So what do I mean by that? I mean that when I first decided to go natural, when I first went natural, I immediately went to like my favorite YouTubers, my favorite YouTube gurus, natural hair gurus, and watched their videos, watched their product recommendations, watched their regimen, watched their methods, and I followed them to a T. Anything they said I was going to do because I was like, it worked for them, so it's gonna work for me. It's got to. They've got the same curl pattern as me. I figured out my curl pattern, I figured out my porosity, and this is going to work because it worked for them. No, not always, not always. And I'm so glad I figured this out because my hair has thanked me for it. But what works for one person, regardless of whether they have the exact same hair as you, it may not work for you. You may use the same products, your hair may be as wet as theirs, you may do it the same time of day, you may do everything that they did and your hair still won't come out like theirs. It's because hair is so unique and different that what works for one is not going to work for you possibly. You know, if you pick up one product and it works just like that other person, great, you found a product that worked, that's great. But hair is so unique and diverse, it doesn't always end up that way. I mean, I know some of you on here may have watched some of my videos, saw my method, tried it for yourself, and it didn't work. The wonderful journey of natural hair. That's why it's called a journey, because we don't come in this thing knowing what we're doing. Most of us don't. Second thing I learned is don't always believe the hype. I can say this right now for all this rice water stuff that's out here. And I would be lying if I said that I didn't try the rice water. I tried the rice water, okay? I tried the rice water. What else was really being hyped up? The inversion method was a thing for a while. I'm trying to think what other things. Water only washing. There's lots of different methods out there. I'm sure for those of you that have been in the natural hair community on this natural hair journey for a long time, you all have seen a lot of methods and crazy kooky things that are, you know, guaranteed to grow your hair. And I'm not saying that they don't work, but I'm saying I don't think all of them work. And some of them may work for one person but not work for the other person. Back to what I said about what works for one may not work for all. You may try it and it may not work for you. You may take the time to put some rice in the jar and let the water really soak in there, put it on your hair, and you just end up with stinky hair. I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not coming after anybody. I'm just saying, use your brain. Do some research. Don't always believe the hype just because you see every single person on YouTube posting about it. Popularity does not mean correctness, okay? The third thing that I have learned since I've been natural, do and buy what works for your hair. So like this goes back to what works for one may not work for all, or you may see videos on YouTube where somebody's saying, these are the products that absolutely did not work for me. Don't buy them because they suck, blah, blah, blah. They have this ingredient, they have this ingredient, and you shouldn't use it because it didn't work for me. There have been plenty of products that I've seen on YouTube that YouTubers have sworn that it sucks, it doesn't work, and they've worked great for my hair. So before you just believe what somebody says, try it out and try and make sure you do what works for your hair. No matter how crazy it is, no matter how kooky it is, no matter if you've never seen anybody on the internet, anybody in your friends, your family ever do it, but it works for you, go ahead and do it. If your hair looks fabulous and your hair is healthy and your hair is doing great because of what you're doing, go for it, boo-boo, go for it. Number 4, expensive does not always mean better. I wish I had known this sooner too. So many products I bought when I first went natural, all that money, only for it to not work on my hair. Talk about mad. Oh my goodness. The only product I think I can say for me in my journey specifically that has been worth my coin has been Diva Curl. There have been some other products I have used, I have spent so much money on, and they didn't work. I bought like their entire line thinking, you know, like, yes, my hair is about to be fabulous, fabulous. And it didn't work for me. And I was very, 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 very upset. So just because you go in the store, go in your beauty supply store, go into a Sally's, and you see the most expensive product line in the front of the store, and it's got all the advertisement because it's new and it's different and it's their such and such's new line, does not mean you have to get it. Because the last thing you want to do is spend all your money on the line and have it not work for your hair. That is the most frustrating thing ever. And then you pick up like a $5 leave-in conditioner and it works perfect. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Expensive does not always mean better. There are some really, really, really great inexpensive products out here. Number 5 is that being natural is not less work. And let me say this carefully because I talk to a lot of people and a lot of people say, you know, I went natural because it's less work. You know, it's natural. You don't do anything to it. It's just natural. It's natural. Like, you still have to take care of your hair. Just like you washed your hair when you were relaxed. Just like you got your hair cut when you were relaxed. Just like you got your hair styled when you were relaxed or whatever you were. Still gotta do that when you're natural. And then there's the key of deep conditioning. So you have a whole nother step in your routine. Yeah, natural hair is not less work. I mean, it's not like you're in the shower for a whole day. That shouldn't be, you know. But it's not less work. Natural hair still takes care. Natural hair still takes time. It takes time and care and love. It's not less work. It's not a crazy amount of work, you know. You shouldn't be stressing yourself out about it, but it is still work. Some people go natural and they think it's just, I don't have to wash it, I don't have to deep condition it, I don't have to style it, I don't have to trim it, I don't have to do anything, I'm just gonna be natural. I'm just gonna go out, I'm just gonna wake up and get out of bed and go. And never touch your hair, never take care of your hair. That's not good. And that's not natural. That's just not choosing to take care of your hair. So that's something I learned too. Number 6, the 6th thing I learned is that being natural involves a lot of trial and error. I thought that I was gonna come up with the perfect regimen immediately and that I was gonna be fine and my hair was gonna be popping immediately. All I need is a leave-in, a oil, a cream, a gel, and I'm good. Doesn't matter what products I use, doesn't matter how I wash my hair. This is why it's called a journey, y'all. It's a journey because we have to learn. I had to learn so much about my hair. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm learning every day. I'm learning every time I get in that shower and wash my hair. As my hair gets longer, as the weather changes, as the water changes where I live, as my body changes, it is a lot of trial and error. People come up to me and they're just like, how do I get my regimen? Your hair just looks so perfect all the time. I'm like, it didn't start like that. I had to learn, honey. I had to learn, and I'm still learning every day, okay? So don't get discouraged if you haven't found your perfect product combination for that perfect wash and go, twist out, braid out, whatever. It's a learning process. It is a learning process, and I didn't learn it overnight. You're not going to, but don't be discouraged. It's a journey for a reason. Number 7 is that natural hair involves a lot of patience, especially with growth. For those of you that don't know, I big chopped my hair completely off. I only had about, if I pulled it down in the front, I about had this much of hair. So I was almost bald. And now you see my hair like this. And my hair is basically, the longest piece comes down like right here. So my hair is pretty long now. Like it's very long actually. But that did not happen overnight. It has been 2 years and 4 months for me. 2 years and 4 months. Okay, so for those of you that big chopped recently, you're not gonna have a head full of hair in a year. And I don't want you out here watching YouTubers whose hair did do that because of their genetics, of their growth rate. Maybe that's just how their body is. But for most people, that's not how it is. So I don't want you out here with unrealistic expectations. Enjoy your journey where you are, but don't put over expectations on yourself, because then you're not gonna enjoy it, because you're in the mirror every 5 seconds like, I can't wait for my hair to get longer. Why is my hair not growing fast enough? Like, just enjoy it. Enjoy every single second of the journey. Number 8 of the thing I learned, and this might be an unpopular opinion, is that being natural, despite the limitless style possibilities, can be boring at times. And I want to put a disclaimer out there as well. I'm not saying it's boring because there are no styles. Natural hair is so diverse, so many styles you can do. Twist outs, braid outs, buns, side braids, protective styles, all these things, flexi rods, curl formers, all these styles we can do. But it's almost like the psychology of it is like when you have so many choices and you don't choose any. If you've heard of the ice cream case study, where they tried to see if people had a hard time choosing which flavor they wanted, depending on if they had like 10 flavors versus like 30 different flavors to choose from. And when you have so many choices, you tend to get overwhelmed and not know what to do, so you don't do anything. That's the boat that I fall in. There's so many possibilities I can do with my hair that I literally stick to the same thing over and over again because there's just too many to choose from. So I stick with wash and goes, and that can be boring sometimes. Not because of natural hair, but because of me as a person, because there's so many possibilities with natural hair that it's just like, Wash and go, just wash and go, just wash and go. It's like that sometimes. Let me know if down below if that happens with you or if I'm by myself. If I'm by myself, it's fine. This video is about my experience, so. Number 9 is basically the opposite of the number 8 that I just said, is that being natural is fun because of all the limitless styles. So like I said again, there's so many styles. Natural hair, you can do so much with it. I wish I had gone natural sooner because of all the possibilities I have with my hair. But it's so much fun. I can express myself. I can wake up and style my hair based on how I feel, which I've never been able to do before with straight hair. Like straight hair, I felt like it was all the same. Not bashing you guys with straight hair. Not bashing you guys at all. But I feel like I have so much more expression with my natural hair. I just love it. I love natural hair. I love it. Number 10, my natural hair attracts different attention from different people than when my hair was straight. I can definitely say this is true. I don't know if this is true for any other females out there, but for myself, when my hair was straight and long, I attract different guys than when my hair was curly and big. Now, I feel like that's self-explanatory. If someone wants to go in the comments and elaborate, great, because I know I'm not crazy. Even when I'm in the grocery store, I got treated different. When my hair was straight and long, people would kind of walk close to me, people would make eye contact with me. Now that my hair is big and curly, and on certain days my hair can get really, really, really big, I get lots of people kind of moving out of my way more. I get lots of people that don't make eye contact with me. Just very, 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 very different reactions to me because of my natural hair. I know some guys have preferences for hair and you know, all that stuff. So that was definitely a thing too. I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but females, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, next. Number 11 is that if you love your hair, it'll love you back. For those of you that don't know, I did enjoy my big chop. I didn't regret it. I didn't regret anything. But I did have this love-hate relationship with my hair in the beginning because it was just like, oh, it's so different. I've never seen my curl pattern before. I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to love you the best I can, but I don't understand you. But I'm gonna keep going until I figure it out. And when I finally just decided to love it, it's like, you're not quite doing what I want you to do, but I'm gonna love you anyway because this is my hair. Nobody can take that away from me. This is my hair. This is the hair that God gave me. This is the hair that grows out of my scalp, and I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love it. No matter who doesn't like it, I'm gonna love it. And that's when I really started to see my hair kind of embrace me as I was embracing my hair. You know, my hair isn't a person, but that's when I really started to get the compliments like, that really fits you, because I was fitting it. It was fitting me. So just love your hair and it'll love you back. Nurture it and it'll nurture you back. Give it love and it'll love you back. Just love your natural hair, and that's when you'll really see the difference. You'll glow from the inside out. Number 12 is that a wash and go is not a wash and go. You guys, I was lied to. I was deceived, okay? When I first went natural, I was watching all these videos about wash and go, wash and go, wash and go. Why are we calling it a wash and go? Because this is not a wash and go, okay? I have to go in the shower once a week. I have to wash my hair. I have to deep condition my hair. I have to sit under the dryer. I have to get back in the shower and wash the deep conditioner out. I have to put my leave-in conditioner in. I have to put my oil in. I have to put my cream in. I have to put my gel in, if you do gel. Some people don't do gel. And after all of that, I have to let it dry. That's like half a day. That's not a wash and go. Whoever named the wash and go a wash and go is a lie. Because a wash and go is not a wash and go. That thing takes time. And I wish I had known that sooner. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna do my wash and go and I'm still gonna call it a wash and go, but a wash and go is not a wash and go. Okay? Number 13 is that my hair texture and pattern make my race more unclear to the public. Again, for those of you that don't know, when I was relaxed, my hair was long, very long, like long, and straight. I always got lots of questions. One, because my hair was long. People didn't believe I was black. I really don't want to get into that right now. But black people can grow long hair. That's all I'm gonna say about that. People thought I had to be mixed. I've been called every other race in the book except for Caucasian, but almost every other race out there I have been asked if I am. I'm black. I identify as African American black. Whatever. But I have been asked so many times what my race is. But when I went natural, that was it. That was it. Especially when my curl pattern was first showing. People who had already asked me, that was like their confirmation. They were like, I knew it. High five myself. I knew it. I knew you weren't black. I knew there was something else in there. And I'm just like, I'm still black, honey. I'm still black. What? But yeah, ever since I've been natural, like the question has just been popping up. Like more and more. I thought it was gonna go away when I went natural, but it's actually worse. And my race is more ambiguous, even though I really don't think my race is ambiguous. I feel like I look like a black person. African American, black, whatever. I feel like I look like a black person. Let me know down in the comments if you have experienced anything like that, because that has been my lifelong experience, still is. I anticipate it everywhere I go. Number 14 is that my hair is always evolving and changing. I already stated this earlier. Hair, natural hair especially, is always changing depending on the weather outside, if it's spring, if it's summer, if it's fall, if the water concentration where I live is changing. My hair is gonna change too. As my hair gets longer, I have to learn how to take care of it different because it's brushing up against things it didn't before. Sometimes my hair gets drier. The curl definition changes because my hair is getting longer and it's getting heavier. It's always changing and evolving based on my environment, based on what I eat, based on the length of it, based on if a product company decides to change an ingredient in their product or change something in their product and they don't tell anybody, that's gonna have an effect on my hair. So natural hair is always changing and evolving, and you have to make sure that you're changing and evolving with it or you're gonna be behind. And the very last thing that I have learned in my natural hair journey, number 15, is that comparison will ruin your natural hair journey. I remember preparing to big chop the weeks before I big chopped, and I was always on Instagram, on YouTube, looking at all these girls, looking at their curl patterns, wondering what my curl pattern was gonna be like, wanting a certain curl pattern look, and just wondering like, oh, I wonder what mine's gonna look like. Is mine gonna look like hers? Is mine gonna look like hers? What is it gonna look like? And then when I went natural and finally saw what my curl pattern was, I still compared it to other girls who were already natural. And if you do that, you're not gonna really enjoy your specific journey. Your journey is not a beauty natural guru's journey on Instagram. Your journey is not a beauty guru's journey on YouTube. Your journey is specific to you. And that's why I love it, because nobody can take it away from you. It's yours. It's yours. It's your journey and it's unique to you. And once I stopped comparing my hair to other people, I could really enjoy my specific journey. So I encourage everybody on here, every natural on here, or even every female on here, it doesn't have to do with natural hair, but just embrace your journey. Whatever your journey is, if it's self-love, if it's for a healthier life, if it's for a healthier lifestyle, if it's for exercise, if it's for hair, if it's for knowledge, if it's for school, if it's for a hobby you have, if it's a goal you've set, enjoy your journey. It's good to look at other girls to get inspiration for whatever you're doing, tips, encouragement, but never compare your journey to anybody else's. Nobody is you but you. So how can you compare somebody who was never going to be you? How can you compare your journey with theirs when they've got their own things? They're their own person, you're your own person. And once I really discovered that, I have enjoyed my natural hair journey so much more and embraced my hair even the more. And it's not even about hair, it's about myself. I've embraced myself a whole lot more. So that's just a reminder. Look to these girls for inspiration. Even me, look to me for information, encouragement, inspiration, help, advice, but don't covet my journey. Don't covet my hair, don't covet my lifestyle, because there's a lot going for you too. But yes, that is the gist of it. I think that is the end of this video. Again, happy late Valentine's Day. I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day with your significant others, with your families, with your friends. Yes, I love Valentine's Day. But let me know down below anything that I didn't say that you learned, anything that you've learned on your journey, on your natural hair journey, or just in life. Let me know down below if there's something you agreed with. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know that you enjoyed the video. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.